Hey there, and welcome to another one of my Slab City updates. Sorry about not getting an update out to you last week, but I was a little busy. One of the things that I was busy with, in case you haven't seen the backdrop here, uh, is playing a little game of Capture the Flag. Um, and so, traveling folks have a little thing that if something has the Jolly Rogers on it, it's piratable. And I was sitting and hanging out with Michael down at the Goonies camp, and he was talking about how he wanted to take Rob's flag because it has a Jolly Rogers on there, and I was like, yeah, no, you're not gonna take Rob's flag. Rob's not here. That's not real cool. And then he was like, yeah, I really wish somebody would have tried to take my flag. And I said, well, nobody tried to take it because it doesn't have a Jolly Rogers on it, so it's not really known as piratable. And then later that day, I took his flag. while they're while they're in sitting watching TV and stuff like that, I just picked up their fucking post and walked it on up to my place, tied it to my house, posted a picture on Facebook, and said, "Careful what you wish for, Michael." And yeah, I took his flag. He thought that was quite funny. Um, he discussed it with Austin, and him and Austin decided that they were going to give me the flag because that was just downright funny. He was not expecting it at all. So fast forward about 5 days, and Richard, the person who won the picture, came to visit me. I think that's the third time this year, and went to take me out to eat. And while I was out eating, a group of them came up and took my flag. All right, took this flag back, and I come back, see that the flag is taken. I holler down at them. They yell back up that they love me. And at the time, there was some people meeting me here to play Magic. So we played a couple of games of Magic, and found out that Sean, he's done the 4 questions. He's kind of a quiet kid. He stays here in the village. Just let them take the flag. Didn't put up a fuss or anything like that. So I was like, oh, dude, you don't understand. All right, they are not going to have this flag by morning. So me and him hatch a plan to, I'm going to go down there and hang out with them in their living room area, keep them distracted while Sean reclaims the flag. And, decide, oh yeah, I'll go down with an axe and I'll give them a hard time. So I go down there, and they're not actually in the little living room area chill spot that they're at. They're actually having a bonfire right by the flag. So when I walk in, I got the axe over my shoulder. I was like, oh, you guys didn't think this thing through at all. So are you guys taking turns, or one of you just staying up all night with me to protect that flag? And apparently one person was put in charge of making sure that I didn't take the flag, so there was going to be somebody staying up with me. And so we're sitting around the bonfire, kind of joking around, things like that. And I pack a bowl and start passing it around. And while people are smoking, I go take a little bit closer look at this flag, and they actually have it like propped up in a tree, and then the pole is tied to the tree. So I'm looking around at it, and I kind of disappear on the back side of it where the flame isn't, so anything back there you just can't see. And I start to climb up the tree, and right as I'm starting to climb up the tree, Nancy is like, "Oh, where's Coz?" So now I gotta duck and stay hidden behind the tree, and they just figure, oh, he's probably just going to the bathroom. They get back to ignore me, so I finish climbing up the tree a little bit to get a hold of that post and see if I can't maybe kick it back away from them, and maybe Sean's back there and he can get it. Well, it did not fall back that way at all, and they were on me pretty quick. Um, so sat back down. They repositioned the flag in the tree. We're shooting the shit, and there's a film crew there because Michael had been giving tours and stuff like that, and they were hanging around. They wanted to film the. It's part of the reason why they were doing the bonfire because they wanted to film it and things like that. And we're all sitting around, and then people are starting to doze off and starting to talk about how they're going to go to bed. And as that happens, you hear this creaking noise, and it's Sean. He climbed up to the tree, and he was pushing the flagpole down. And as he pushed the flagpole down, I just abandoned everything, kicked off my flip flops, went and grabbed that flag, and proceeded to just push through their boundaries because they have a bunch of dead tree limbs stacked up around boundaries to keep dogs in and out and stuff like that. And I just like pushed through it. And what happened is as Sean was pushing the thing down, everybody went towards Sean. It was like, oh, let's duct tape him to the tree. So yeah, the thing fell down. I was able to just rip it off and bolt out of there. And I remember hearing as I'm on the other side, somebody get Coz, he's got the flag. And then hearing back, oh, he's gone. No, there's the boundaries. No, you don't understand. He is gone. And yeah, I right from underneath their nose. They didn't have it more than 5 hours, and I went and stashed it in some tires at the internet cafe and went back there, and yeah, they had a good laugh about it. And the rule is when you do pirate somebody's flag, you need to fly it within 24 hours. Um, and that's the only rule. So I had a little bit of fun with that, and I played hide and seek with the flag. I originally took it out about, I want to say at least a mile or two away in the old canal, um, which is a dirt canal, and like nobody ever goes out there at all. And they were starting to look in the right spot, so I brought it in a little bit closer, gave some more clues, brought it in a little bit closer, actually put it in the golf range out there, gave some clues. Finally, there was only one day left before they were taking off, and so I had to actually bring it back on into the Ecovillage boundaries, but still nobody found it. So now you guys get to look at it on a weekly basis. So yeah, Michael, miss you, man. Same with you, Nancy. Same with you, Bam. Just not quite the same with you without you folks around here. Definitely a little bit duller. And yeah, if you end up coming back, maybe we'll put this flag back in play. Who knows? But for now, you get to watch it on the video. Anyways, let's watch 4 questions with Coz. All right, we got another 4 questions with Coz. We got Timmy with us today. Timmy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Timmy. I've traveled a lot. I went on a 3-week road trip and we ended up here.
All right, you're actually kind of getting ahead of ourselves. So what brought you here?
My friend asked me if I wanted to go on a road trip, and he wanted to go here. And we expected to stay for like 2 days. That was like 8 days ago.
8 days ago. 2 days, 8. All right.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite thing about Slab City?
People, you instantly feel like you're home. I love that. And everyone's smoking weed everywhere. It's pretty awesome.
Right on. And what has surprised you most?
The dogs.
The dogs.
All the dogs, and they're really friendly and cool.
Yeah.
I gave one a Twinkie. I think she buried it.
Cool. We'll find that snack out later. And if there was one thing you could change about Slab City, what would it be?
I don't think I would change anything. I really don't. It's been awesome. I love this place.
Yeah. Wait. If you're here in the summertime, I'm sure you'll come.
Yeah, I'm sure come in here and be like the fucking heat.
Yeah. All right, well, that's been another 4 questions with Coz. Welcome back. So yeah, I did end up purchasing that trailer, that Bunkhouse trailer. It's going to be called Coz's Home for Wayward Girls. And it currently has 4 bunks in it, but I'm probably going to gut it and put some sort of like a double futon in there with a twin bed that folds down into the room, style bunk bed. Just to open up the space and make it a little bit more roomy. I'm going to go with as far as the interior design of it, pretty much any cop TV show has the episode where young girls are being abducted and then smuggled out of the country, and you go into that crime scene and there's always like Teen Beat magazines and candies and things like that lying around. So that's pretty much going to be the interior design of it. I'm going to have a little bit of fun with the Coz's Home for Wayward Girls. So yeah, that's got that. Let's see what else has been going on. Haven't really talked to you about T at all before, but T got hit with a teapot. T is this guy who claims that he is Jesus, that he's on a mission from God to come out here and build an Eden. Yeah, he's a little bit more not so stable like that. And keeps on talking about how he's going to do stuff and then does the exact opposite. But apparently, so what happened is one Friday night at the Internet Cafe, they were having a movie night. Went down there, was watching Fight Club. And all of a sudden I hear inside the cafe, because the movie's actually happening outside, it's being projected onto T's Cube van. And all of a sudden you just hear this yelling about this guy being called a fucking thief and that he needs to fucking leave. And like, this dude's yelling at the top of his lungs. And while the movie is loud too, and that's what I'm kind of paying attention to, I wasn't really listening to what was going on and was walking back talking with Sean, and I was like, oh, you were in there? Like, so what was all that about? Apparently it was over some potatoes. T had cooked some potatoes, and somebody else had eaten the potatoes, and this T went off on him about this. And the reality is the potatoes weren't T's. They were donated to the cafe for anybody to eat. T did cook them, and then just left them there in a community kitchen. Like, for fuck's sakes, you're in a community kitchen. Make enough to share. Don't be selfish. I mean, you claim to be Jesus and everything's about love, you know, and that you're going to kick anybody out of your community that didn't show love. Well, guess what? You're the first fucker kicked out, yelling at somebody, calling him a thief over eating food in a fucking community kitchen. Like, yeah. So, that's what I thought he got hit for over a teapot with. And that's not the case. What actually the case is T had some young lady in his cube van and was telling her about how the only way she was going to get salvation was to sleep with him, and was fucking blocking her from getting out. Like, yeah, T, not real fucking bright. And yeah, I'm fucking outing you on the internet, because you live real fucking close to me now. I thought you were going to move out to the tanks and start your Garden of Eden. But no, you moved down to Ray's, close to me. You don't want a young woman screaming from your place if I can hear it. Funny that you picked Ray's place, because I think you're about as dumb as Ray and don't realize that pretty much the entire community here don't fucking like you. Don't like you at all. Like, some of the things I heard about about you after this whole thing happened. And just know, the guy that fucking hit you with a teapot, people came up and was like, thank you, man. Gave him beer, gave him alcohol, all kinds of shit at the range. So, T, I think you need to wake the fuck up and realize that people don't like you here. So, like Ray, you should maybe go out in the middle of nowhere where people don't have to fucking deal with you. Just saying. And, along with that, quit fucking telling people they need to be vegan. And I say that partially because, don't like you pushing that on other people, but I've also been watching a fair amount of other YouTube videos online, and veganism seems to be a hot topic, and a lot of misinformation going on about that shit. So look for a vegan video from me, kind of exposing some of the truth about where your food comes from and how much waste there is, and is it actually better for the planet. I'm gonna expose some truth, and I would love any vegans to try and challenge what I have to say, because I have found that whenever I bring these things up to vegans, they have no answers. It's like, guess I wasn't really looking at the big picture. I was just looking at, this isn't good. And I do not believe in factory farming that it should be done the way it is. But, yeah, let's not kid ourselves. And actually, I will save that for another video. Let's wrap this one up. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz.
Send Coz some money on PayPal so he can buy himself something to eat. Then he won't have to sell his body to Albanian men on the street. We're broke hippies living out in the desert, no money and no shoes. And he may smoke the marijuana, but at least he won't spend it on booze. If you enjoy Coz's videos with their off-the-grid DIY